Nah, we need to talk about Spider-Man 1, the movie that laid all the grounds for the rest of the superhero movies. Cause the film writer Sam Raimi was really in his bag when he wrote this script for Spider-Man. Like, let's not forget it made over $800 million in the box office. Like, he's really him when it comes to cooking up these Spider-Man scripts. Just like me while making this video. Haha. Alright, I'ma tell y'all this once. Everyone better grab their popcorn, cause this is finna be a long one, and it's a straight banger, so y'all don't wanna miss out on this. Alright, since y'all got your popcorn and your drinks, let's get into it. The cinematics for this movie were mad cold considering the fact that it came out over 2 decades ago, and also the fight scenes were S tier. Also, I forgot to mention, we finna cover the most funniest, cringe, and best animated scenes that I felt made this movie how great it really is. Alright, so it's the opening scene, and when I was rewatching this movie, I really couldn't contain myself, cause this man Peter really had no drip. Like, Peter, how do you pull up to school wearing that? The principal really should have expelled his ass for being dressed like Uncle Ruckus, but I mean, his name is Peter though, so I'm not surprised. Like, Peter really hops on the bus and not even 3 seconds go by and he really got people throwing paper balls at him. So the first scene was really crucial in activating Peter's canon event to becoming Spider-Man. Just watch. Like, it was 6:30 in the morning and the entire bus woke up real early just so they can hate. My guy Peter probably had like 3 essays due last night. Like, let him catch a break, gang. And bro, Peter was such a geek that not even the nerds wanted to sit beside him on the bus. That's tough! Peter's just trying to find a seat and bro just gets tripped out of nowhere. And look at his face, you already know he's plotting something devious, cause this was definitely his canon event. And bro, this part has me giggling, cause Gwen looks back at her friends but Peter thinks she's waving at him. And look at his ugly ass. I know Peter in his head like, oh dude, is she waving at me? Like, if you don't shut your man. Like, Peter, no she isn't, bro. She do not know who you are. And you ain't pulling anyone with that weak ass cut. Cause tell me why he looks like that one dude from The Simpsons. Like, the way he runs, talks, walks, like, does everything, bro. It just pisses me off. Nah, but Peter Parker really played his role well in Spider-Man. Cause I actually think he might be a full-on geek in real life, bro. And also, don't even get me started with Green Goblin. Cause he's one of my favorite villains of all time. The one thing that I like about the villains in Spider-Man is that they first start off as normal civilians like Doc Ock and Green Goblin, and then they slowly transitioned into villains, which is great, because it builds the plot in a unique way in my opinion. Like bro, Green Goblin was really a normal civilian at Oscorp and seemed like a pretty chill dude until he literally went insane. Alright, so this man Green Goblin hops in the chamber and his goblin serum somehow fails and he just sends bro flying through the window with one hand. Like, just by looking at his face, I already know he was destined to be a straight menace in this movie. Like, look at him. Alright, so after Peter Parker gets bit by the spider at the museum, he wakes up in his room and this is where he actually realizes he's gonna become the coldest MC in history. Wait, but hold on, we still got a lot to cover, so might as well hit the like and sub button before we get into the good stuff, gang. So the cafeteria scene is probably the most, if not the most iconic scene in all of Spider-Man, cause this is where Peter's spidey senses start to kick in. Alright, so MJ walks over to sit down at a table, but then she trips, and then Peter unlocks his Sharingan and simultaneously grabs her and then saves her food at the same time. Like bro, tell me that's not the coldest save you've ever seen. I know my guy Peter was waiting for this moment his entire life, cause I was definitely edit worthy.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time. I'm him.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I really wanted to punch Peter in the face right here, cause he has absolutely zero game when talking to MJ. Like bro, she just asked him a simple question talking about, you got blue eyes? I didn't even notice. Do you wear contacts? And Peter doesn't even respond to her, like, what are you doing? Why are you even smiling at her like that? You look like a straight up weirdo, bro.
You weird, buddy. You're weird.
Like bro, if social anxiety was a person, it would be Peter Parker. Like, Peter really has a nerve to get pissed off at MJ when he fumbled her later in the series, but this was all his fault to begin with. So eventually Peter loses control of his spidey senses and then he throws his food tray at this bully and it gets him pissed. So Flash squares up with Peter and he's like, yo, throw some hands, you geek ass boy. And bro, his powers are so OP that he just starts weaving every blow that Flash throws. Nah, cause this was really clean though. Cause Peter pulls out that quadruple backflip and then he starts going crazy and then he just one-taps Flash to the ground just for the tray to fall right on him. And at this moment, Peter was like, I'm really him. I just dropped Flash with one punch in front of MJ. Like, nobody can really mess with me. Bro, if I was Flash, I would instantly pack my bags and move to a different school. Nah, matter of fact, I'ma move to Afghanistan, cause how'd this guy end my career? Okay, but then for some reason, Peter starts running across the entire block like he's running from the feds. Like, I was really dying when I was watching this, bro. So I really want to talk about the suit designs that James Ashton came up with before this movie was even made. First of all, the reason that makes Spider-Man's suit so great is the fact that it's very simplistic. Like, you got the classic red and blue color scheme with its black web patterns, which just makes it visually appealing in my opinion. And bro, I love the Green Goblin suit design, but this was originally the first mask design. Like, that thing is hideous, dog. I don't even know how they let bro into the studio with that one. And bro, it really looks like one of those face masks that you find at the dollar store. But I'm not gonna lie, the producers were like, oh nah, this is trash, bro. You gotta switch it up. So James really got in his Duffy and produced this completely menacing suit which is mad clean. The mask itself is perfectly fitting for a villain, and it's got those scary looking teeth and eyes. William Dafoe and this green suit are really like bread and butter, like LeBron and Kyrie in the finals. Alright, let me stop waffling. But dog, what was Peter cooking up when he made this fake ass Spider-Man suit? Nah, but bro really looks like one of those kids in those Halloween costumes that shows up to your doorstep. Like, if you don't take off that 5th grader fit, Peter. But anyways, I want to talk about Uncle Ben in this movie, cause y'all remember what happened to him, right? So Peter won that little wrestling match that won him 3 bands, and he's like, yo dog, where's my money at? But this dude really scams him and gives him 100 instead. And long story short, this dude gets karma and gets robbed by some random dude and just runs with his money, and Peter's like, you know what, I'ma just let bro go. Yo, you could've stopped him. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, sir, but I missed the part where that's my problem.
Nah, but look at Peter. He really felt like the coolest MC ever by dropping the same line that the dude used on him before. But bro, unironically, the same robber that Peter let go was the one that killed Uncle Ben. Now that's tough! Nah, but the scene was really a crucial part in Peter's character development, cause the very next day, he started saving the entire city from robberies. But I mean, Peter did get his get back though, and there's no way bro survived that fall, so you gotta give Peter a semi-W for that one. Like, I love the fact that this movie had Peter in multiple character arcs and had bro constantly trying to figure out how to deal with all these superpowers. Like, my guy Peter was really a photographer, a student, and then a superhero all at once. And yo, this is a random part in the movie, but I started dying, cause what is fandom doing in this movie, bro? Talking about
Look at a spicy double chicken grilled cheese burrito with the double grilled chicken, nacho cheese sauce, seasoned rice, fiesta strips, creamy chipotle sauce.
And yo, I'm sorry if I did bore y'all, but we really about to get into the real action between Peter Parker and Green Goblin. So fast forward a bit and we at the festival, and this is probably a top 3 Spider-Man scene in this movie. So watch this. Alright, so Peter really thinks it's a normal day taking photographs for the Daily Bugle, and then he just looks up and is like, oh nah, that ain't who I think it is. Like, I know this was personal at this point between Harry and Peter, cause why bro trying to bag Peter's crush? And oh yeah, you already know who's pulling up. Green Goblin really pulls up at the festival, and when I say this dude resembles Black Air Force energy, I mean it, cause he was on straight timing when he came to fight Peter. Alright, so Green Goblin just goes berserk and throws explosives at the balcony that his own son is on. Like, I love the fact that he doesn't care about nobody except himself. That's what I like out of a villain, I'm not gonna lie. So MJ is about to fall off the building, and Peter Parker only comes out to save everyone when she's in danger. Like, I guarantee you if MJ wasn't at the festival, bro would've just left everyone to die, cause he's a straight simp, dog. The way he takes off his jacket kills me, bro, cause you are not in a TikTok edit, my guy. And as I was saying, I love how Green Goblin was written, cause bro just turns his own company staff into bones. Then Harry is like, Mary Jane! And bro just gets slapped by a rock and gets headshotted. Like, I'm weak. So of course it's impossible for Peter to take an L while MJ is literally watching him, so he just violates Green Goblin completely. And bro, this kid really pissed me off, cause why are you standing there and not running? Like, do you want to die? And Green Goblin kills me right here, cause the cops are like, put your hands up, and he's like,
I surrender!
Like, this really had me giggling like crazy. I just love Green Goblin, what can I say? So fast forward into the movie, and Peter completely annihilates the Green Goblin, and at the same time he manages to save Mary Jane. So moving on, I really want to talk about one thing that shouldn't really be in the movie. Cause tell me why this dude Green Goblin took Peter to a random rooftop and starts talking about,
How about we team up, Peter, and conquer the world?
like, there should have been at least a bit more creativity added here. Cause why Spider-Man, after saving the entire city, want to join forces with the same dude who tried killing him? Like, it just doesn't make sense why Peter would even slightly consider joining the dark side. So yeah, that's my point on that. And one thing about these OG Spider-Man movies is that the film gets progressively better as you get later into the movie, which is always a great thing. So Peter, William Dripfo, and MJ show up to Thanksgiving, and bro realizes that the cut on Peter's arm was from one of those things that he threw at him during the fight. Like, Peter really starts talking about,
got clipped by one of those bike messengers.
Stop the cap!
So Green Goblin just dips on everyone because he's about to go start plotting against Peter because he knows he's Spider-Man now. And Green Goblin is such a menace that he pulls up to Peter's aunt's house and cooks her so bad that she gets sent to the hospital and almost sent to the gulag. Like, bro, why you got beef with an old lady? Nah, cause Harry pulled up on his dad for advice and he was like, oh yeah, you were right about MJ. She don't want me no more.
She belongs to the streets.
And Green Goblin's acting as D1 right here cause he's like,
and I've lost sight of that somewhere, but I gotta make it up to you, Harry.
Like, bro, I promise Green Goblin does not care about you, Harry, cause he really tried killing you at the festival and tried blowing you up, dog. Alright, so it's nearing the end of the movie, but once again, the menace himself, Green Goblin, pulls up on Peter and just starts terrorizing the entire city again. Like, he was really a threat to society cause he gave Peter the choice to either save the kids or MJ. And Harry knew he was gonna go and save MJ first cause Peter is a D1 simp, but he ended up saving both of them cause he's him. But Spider-Man really got the entire city on his side cause I got everyone in the back cheering for him. Nah, cause Green Goblin really had the perfect villain laugh. He really played his role perfectly, like he was meant to be a villain, I'm not gonna lie. But Green Goblin is really a dog cause he drags Peter with his own web and ends up smashing bro through the building. Like, bro got cooked so hard that he almost ripped his entire mask off his face right here. And Green Goblin really gave Peter a whooping of a lifetime for 2 minutes straight. And guess what Peter starts locking in? And yeah, you did guess exactly right. Cause when MJ's name is brought up, bro has a neutron activation and just goes Super Saiyan on default right here. So before Green Goblin is about to die, he reveals himself to Peter and just starts capping like crazy.
The goblin killed. I had nothing to do with it. Don't let him take me again.
Then bro really thinks he's slick trying to activate his glider to kill Peter. Like, bro, give Green Goblin an Oscar for copying this hard.
I've been like a father to you.
Like, dog, you're not serious. You're everything except a father to him. Like, didn't you just try to kill his own girl, his aunt, and also nearly try to kill him?
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
So Peter activates his spidey senses and does a backflip, and then Green Goblin literally sends himself to the gulag, and then his final words are,
Don't tell Harry.
Nah, cause why they gotta do my favorite villain of all of Spider-Man dirty? But I mean, all good things do come to an end. So it's the ending scene of the movie and everyone is at the graveyard, and then Peter just bags MJ and the movie ends there. Like, Peter was really that guy, I'm not gonna lie. And to end this all off, this movie was really a masterpiece and it had a ton of great scenes which just made this movie enjoyable. So if you did make it this far, I really appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the like and sub button, and I'm out. Peace.